Hello, hello, hello. Bon dia, uh, Botard, Buenoy. Depends on where you are and what time it is. Hello, I hope you're having a great day, great afternoon, after after dinner. Good evening. Um, Welcome to Journal with Me. Hello, Abba. Good to see you. Good to see you here. And I've been missing our friend Catherine Muhammad. I think she's in love with her family time, and that's a great thing. Hello, Pie Management. I've seen you before, I believe. I just don't recall who you may be. Good morning. Glad to have you here. Um, so, welcome to Journal with Me. I'll introduce myself. I'm Kathy Hampton of Wellness and Healing Practices, or Kathy Hampton Wellness now, um, on on YouTube, as well as Wellside Retreats. I help women over the age of 50 move away from what's no longer serving them and help them move forward, move towards something that they want, desire, even after 50 and beyond. Yes, we can do this 50 and beyond, still be motivated and inspired to do whatever we haven't been able to do um, in our prior years because we may have been caretakers, we may have been moms, we may have been tied to working, and hopefully your work has been good for you. But if it has not been, um, helping you toward something that you are inspired to now do, including travel, creating different things, or creating a new lifestyle for yourself. I help coach women to make a plan for those things that they so desperately, or maybe not desperately, but they may want to do. They have an inspiration, a motivation to move forward. And so that's what I do. I do coaching, life coaching, and the practice of journaling has been a beneficial practice for me during my many changes and various traumas of in life. I've been able to benefit from the practice of journaling and offer and share this experience with you on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time so that you can experience journaling in a community setting, a virtual community setting. So welcome. There's Catherine Muhammad. Family left yesterday. Okay. Well, I'm so happy that you were able to visit with family, Catherine Muhammad. Very good to see you here. And yes, Pie Management is back after traveling, but I also do catch the replay. All right, well, good. I'm glad that you catch the replays because we can always catch the replays, right? And Maria, good to see you. Yeah, great to see you here. And yeah, Catherine Muhammad is back in the house. Our loyal our loyal longtime sister journaler. Good to see you, Catherine. I hope you've had a great time with family from way out of town. So good to have you back. So let's get started with our journaling practice. But of course, you know what we do first. We kind of load or come down, right? After all the excitement of saying hello and me introducing myself, I got to open myself up to the practice. I've got to settle in, get comfortable, right? Find that comfy seat. I'm in my little seat here that I use for journaling in this setting. And so let me see if I have anything back there. Yeah. And I get settled in, get ready to journal, have my journal, have my pens. I even have water today. I decided I would put on some incense, jasmine, just feeling like doing something different, right? Have you ever felt like doing something different to make yourself comfortable? And it's sunny today. Oh, and I'm going to knock on wood. I have wood right here that it stays this way for a little bit today. All right. Wherever you are, I hope it's sunny, and you maybe if you sit by a window that is sunny in your window, makes me feel comfortable. So get comfortable, and let's get quiet and still. And you might want to close your eyes, take off my glasses. You can close your eyes or lower your gaze, which means not necessarily lowering your head, but lowering your eyes to look ahead of you, down to the floor in front of you. My eyes are lowered right now. They're closed right now. Get still in your chair. If you're lying down, continue to lie down, but lie down flat. Don't lie down on your back, so to speak, on the lower part of your back with pillows propping you up. Lay down. You have a mat for yoga. Take to your mat. Sit on a cushion. Become still. Let any noise pass you by, including any noise that you may hear from my side of the screen. Take time to get comfortable with your regular breathing pattern, your signature pattern. You can put your hand on your chest to feel the ebb and flow of your breathing in and out, or your abdominal, your lower belly. Take the time to say a word of gratitude. Thank you. I'm grateful for this day. You may want to set your intentions for this practice today. Go ahead and set your intentions for the day or for the practice for yourself. And finally, affirm yourself with an I am statement or what other positive, powerful statement you would like to make about yourself. Now let's clear any stagnation that we have, cleansing our nervous system, our vagus nervous system. It's 3 cleansing breaths. We'll inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth, squeezing all of the stuff we don't want to hold inside of us out. The last cleansing breath, let's breathe deeply in through the nose and exhaling, squeezing the air out with a sound or a sigh, moan or a groan. You can take your time. This, inhaling through the nose, love and peace, and exhaling through the mouth, any doubt, get rid of it. Once again, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And then this last breath, inhaling deeply. And then recalibrating our breath, coming back to that normal pattern that we have. Okay, slowly, gently opening the eyes, fluttering the eyelids, coming back to your normal space or your place we call home. Okay, very good. Hello, Dr. Donna. I didn't say hello to you. Just saw your name here. Glad to have you here. Okay, so let's get ready for our 15-minute practice, whether that be journaling. If you're new here, seeing this on replay, you can feel free to journal with me by getting a pen, paper, pencil, paintbrush, canvas, to communicate through uh, whatever means that you have available to you, or if you just like to sit and be still during this 15 minutes of quiet, do that. You can also do yoga, tai chi, qigong, qigong, uh, luzhong, yoga, pray, chant, right? Or just be. Um, and I will be back in 15 minutes. I will mute myself, and also you can continue meditation if you'd like within this next 15 minutes as well. And I'll be back to speak with you after the 15 minutes. All right, happy practicing. Okay, we're back from our 15 minutes. Our 15 minutes has come to a close. If you need to continue, please do so with whatever you're doing. You can put me on mute, put me in the background, continue your practice, your journaling, or whatever you're doing. So let's see here. Because it's Affirmation Thursday, I wanted to pull it, and it's month of February, the second month of the year. I want to pull two cards from the affirmation deck. Just decided to do that. And I'll tell you why these affirmation cards came to me today, actually yesterday. I'll tell you that in a minute. So this is the affirmation deck that I commonly use or usually use. I Am Everything by, I can't even see her name, Terisha Clark. My eyes are getting so weak. Terisha Clark. Okay. And I'm just going to pull two cards. And then um, in your time, or if you have already um, made your affirmation today, stated it out loud or whispered it, but got it out into the universe, you can do so. I'm just going to pull two from the deck right now. See if you can see that. Okay, here's one, and two. Just want you to know I didn't pull the cards in advance. I think there's some synchronicity somehow in us not knowing what is pulled in advance. And let's see. I am focused is the first card. I am focused. This one resonates with me. And I'll read the card to you. It's number 11 in the deck. I am focused on achieving my goals through deliberate actions. I take time to feel how it would feel to achieve my dreams. I visualize my desires through a lens of love and happiness. I am focused. This one is so very, it's a powerful card for me right now. After on Tuesday, we talked about the different things that were happening in the atmosphere, or the time of the year it was, and the symbols of different things that were going on with the lunar calendar, and I started seeing things on the social media, and I am the year of the rat. No, I'm the bunny. I'm the bunny, the rabbit. And last uh, year, closing of last year, I read something about the alignment of the planets and what it would mean for me on my chart. If you're into astrology, I like to check it out. But it said there was going to be a really good year for me around, I guess it was, yeah, February, March. I would just, notice a change, but I had to stay focused on my goals. I had to, because I'm already prepared for those goals to achieve. And so this is why this card is really um, important to me today, because that's what I've been trying to be, is more focused. Yeah, focused. Okay, the second card is I am resilient. I am resilient. If my mood wavers, it doesn't stay that way permanently. I allow myself to feel my feelings until I refocus my thoughts on the positive. I do not judge myself for being human. I am resilient. Yes. And I believe that we are are resilient, right? Yeah. I am focused and I am resilient. All right. So those are the cards for today on this affirmation Thursday. What can you say about yourself? It doesn't have to be an I am statement, but it does have to be powerful and positive, right? You just hear that positivity in that resilience card. I allow myself to feel my feelings until I can refocus my thoughts on the positive. So we have to be positive. And one of the things that I realized when I was back home and I was visiting with family, I realized that certain people were not positive, and there was a lot of negativity, and I could understand why. But then there was other negative energy that wasn't necessarily called for. And I was like, I got to move. I have to move forward. I have to move away from it. The negativity. It just it was bringing me down, and that could happen whether I'm here or you know or somewhere else. But I noticed there was a lot of negativity among among the people that I was visiting, family members in particular. And that I I actually talked about it, and it was not appreciated. So that's what made me realize, yeah, some people cannot be positive. It's hard for them to be positive. And but I really try to stay upbeat as much as possible. Um, it makes for a really good living. It really does. So that was right on time for you, Catherine. I'm glad that it was. I'm glad that it was right on time. So um, that's good. So write your own affirmation. Write your own affirmation. So the prompt for today is this one here, if you'd like to take it down. Um, because, you know, I just spoke about positivity, and, you know, sometimes there's a season in our life where things aren't going so well, or we can't see the forest for the trees. We can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. We can't see this great stuff that's supposedly out there for us. And we feel like we're kind of like in the dark a lot of times. But so this is the question for today is, how are you growing? How are you moving? When we grow, when there's growth in anything, we shoot up, right? I think of always like Jack and the Beanstalk, the beans that just starts growing taller and taller, and there's some growth you're getting up, or we when we learn something, our mind expands. There's this expansion that happens, and there's room for us to grow at this stage of our lives. I don't know about you, but I'm in my 60s, and I feel that I'm learning something new all the time that's expanding uh, my my life and how I'm living it. The mistakes that I've made, or the misunderstandings that I have, that I try to figure out, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it, I get it. That's the growth, right? The growth that we need, or um, figuring out a new way to do something that hasn't been working. When you keep on doing the same thing over and over, and it keeps you, and it's not working for you, and you're staying stuck, staying and doing the same things. Well, learn a new way. Be open to expanding your information, the knowledge that you receive, the manner in which you look at something. More so than often, it needs to be through a positive lens in order to grow. So that's the prompt for today. That is the prompt for today. How are you growing? Or how am I growing? Right? Or the affirmation could be, I am growing because I've done this, I've done that. I've I've sat still, allowed myself to sit and gain nourishment through positive things, right, in my life, just by sitting still, right? Instead of rushing and, you know, uh, moving too fast, that you're not allowing yourself to grow. When you're still, you can open up yourself to clarity and thought, and remind yourself of what you have inside of you to be able to move forward. Yeah. So that's what I have for today. The reason why, actually, that's not all. The reason why I thought of these cards to pull today was because I've met some new people since I've been here, and uh, I was talking about affirmation cards, and they said, "Well, how would you do that?" I said, "Oh, I need a illustrator, or I'd like graphic to use some kind of graphic design to do them." And they said, "Oh, well, we have somebody who would help you with that. I know somebody who could help you with that." And I was surprised, and they said, "Oh, it would only cost, it would hardly cost anything to get them." And I've been putting that on hold for myself, right? Doing that, um, and so now this creative idea I had many years ago, and some of you may have heard me say, "I'm going to do some affirmation cards. I'm going to," and nope. And they just reminded me really of what I've had put on the shelf. And so, um, and then the conversation led to, it's really important for when you move to a different place or you're in an environment that you're not familiar with, you have to go out and meet people because the more that you meet people, the more you're going to find someone who is interested in what you're interested in. And, that helps you grow. And this was kind of a business talk, right? And maybe a few days um, before I met with these people, it was about I saw something on Instagram, a short from someone in San Miguel de Ende, um, or Tracy Collins, talking about putting yourself in groups of people or meeting people who can help you, fertilize your dreams and be able to, work together, not necessarily work with them, but help spark ideas and help you get inspiration and motivation just by being in their presence and having contact, and that happened. So when I say that I'm being focused, I really am being focused on the things that I want um, to do, because I have all of everything I need, and I'm sure you do too. If you take that inventory, right, that that abundance inventory, you have all that you need to do whatever you want to do for yourself. If you have goals, if you have a certain dream, if you have sometimes a desire to absolutely do nothing because you have been doing so much, right? Making a change, making a change. You have that desire to make that change, whatever it is, and make yourself feel good, right? And so I hope that you've been inspired in some way. That is the purpose of all of this, besides journaling. But journaling also helps you get open and gain clarity, self awareness, and growth for yourself. It really does. Maria says, I had to do this recently and I had to go so far as changing my number because this person was trying to upset my peace. Awesome. Isn't that something? That's a small changing your phone number. That is, I love that for you. And, it is the simple things. It is the simple things to save your peace, right? Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. It really is the small things. And yeah. And today I was so happy once again that the sun showed itself to me. And when the sun shows itself to me, I rush out. I put my sweatpants on, I put a jacket on, I put this hair in a bun, and I get out because the sun is inspiring to me. The simple things. I just walk out, and because I don't know this time of the year if that sun is going to go away and the clouds will come, because that's a thing that Portugal does. You can have 5 different climates in one day: cold, warm, hot, cold, and then warm again. And then rain on top of it. It's fog. I mean, you get all kinds, multi climates. But I got out, so I could not, and it's still out there. And because it's out there, I'm gonna have to catch it again, guys. I gotta help myself to some more sun. um, yeah, but I'm back again on next Tuesday. Oh, I know what I had a question for you all. I keep on remembering things. Um, did you describe a special day to spend on your own and put it in your calendar? We talked about that on Tuesday. Did you, think of creating a special day, taking yourself out on a date, right? Um, just to do something. It doesn't have to be fancy. It really doesn't. Um, yeah, but figure out something place to go. I had a plan. I still have a plan, but the dates I can't put on the calendar until I look at the weather. So yeah, it's an outside thing. I was in a coffee shop earlier today, and people came in, and evidently they're regulars. And he said, "Oh, where'd you're back already? You're back from, I guess it was Lisbon that they were in." And he said, "Yeah, yeah, we tried to stay down, but the rain, because everybody wants to be outside, and so whatever they were going to do, yeah, it was horrible for them. So I've had to put my beautiful plan, my date for myself on hold, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get to it. The weather, I think, is gonna shift. I hope it's getting warmer wherever you are, and that snow is melting. It's not flooding. It's not, that ugly snow when it gets dirty. I hope it's gone or it's going away wherever wherever you are. Uh, oh, you did it, Dr. Donna. Great, 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 great. Yeah, thinking of a place and think something that you can do for yourself, an experience, right? Yeah, yeah. So that's good. Now, if you have seen this video on replay in the future, um, I encourage you to take a look at the description, where you can find out more about me, Kathy Hampton, on my website, which is slowly being changed. um, and you can book a call for a clarity call for coaching. If you're interested in coaching, a one-on-one clarity call with me can determine whether or not you and I could be a great fit for coaching, or whether you need coaching. Um, or there's also an opportunity to buy me a coffee, which I'd appreciate. And then I ask you to look into my Substack account, see if you're interested in subscribing. There's free subscriptions. You do not have to buy anything there, but you could support me by buying a subscription. And I appreciate all those who have um, either bought me coffee or subscribed to my Substack. Um, doesn't matter if it was a free subscription or a paid subscription. I appreciate it very much as I continue to write and share my thoughts on different things. I appreciate that. And then there is a salon that is scheduled, I think it's for the 28th of this month, where it's a creative journaling session workshop, and that is also free, for you to join the community in the Zoom room with your paint, pencils, markers, crayons, whatever you choose to create that night, and we'll share with one another. And that can be through journaling, or if you have something that you like to share, to do and share in community. Um, that could even be knitting or crocheting, needlework, anything that you would like to create. And we'll share it and do all the regular stuff that we do, journal and meditate, and have a good time. So that link is in the description as well. So, yeah, we have a lot of good things going on in wellness and healing. All right. So that is it. That really is it. I'm going to go and try to catch the sun and take another walk before I begin writing again. It's afternoon for me. It's 1:27. It's probably 8:27 for you. So have a great day. And I'll see you again next Tuesday to journal together, to practice together our wellness and healing, and getting inspiration from one another. All right. Take care. Sending much love to you. All right. Enjoy your day too, Catherine Muhammad. Good to see you.